Good morning. What a lovely sunny day it is. I am sitting in the park on a warm sunny morning, and this morning somebody posted on the Facebook, why don't birds sing in the morning? Because they don't have to go to work. That's nice, but you have to go to work. And there is no escape. As long as you are a professional working in an organization, you need to go to work every day. I start with this simple, humble, lowly, yet significant factor of your work life, which is the daily attendance. Have you ever imagined that the single most first stressor of the day for you is the daily attendance? You need to reach office on time, and for that, right from the morning that you wake up, all your activity surrounds with this one thinking of yours, that I have to reach office on time. And this actually kicks off your day with stress, and you start your day thinking, how do I reach on time? How comfortably can I reach on time? Organizations want their employees to be in office on time, and probably when you are recruited, the first question you ask is, what are your office timings? And they say that as per the policy manual, our office starts at so and so time and ends at so and so time. So I'm not giving any gyan on time management or how you reach your office on time or whatsoever. I am just highlighting the significance of attendance and its impact on you as well as the organization, and what probably you can do to reduce the stress or eliminate the stress. You see, in the first, what does this have an impact on your life? You got to get up early in the morning. You have to manage your personal whatever work needs to be done. Probably you would be calling a maid to come over early to cook for you, or you will go hungry to office. Then you have various transport systems. Probably you have your own car, or you take the metro, or you take the rail if you are in Mumbai, or you take the shared cab. Whichever way of mode of transport that you need to organize for yourself, that you do. Now the point is, if the cab wala comes late, you are once again under stress. If your shuttle bus comes late, you are again under stress. If there is a breakdown in the rail services, you had it. So these are all things that these are all factors that impact your reaching to office on time. And every day, knowing Indian conditions, something or the other comes up. If there's a breakdown in NH8 of a bus or something, then there's a huge jam and you don't have any option but to stand out in the road. So I know that you have no intention to reach office late. You plan out your activities, you plan out your mode of transport, you plan out your time. Yet there are factors which are beyond your control and give you that kind of stress that you don't need. Sometimes you tell your cab wala, bhai jara jaldi chalao, and so on. That's it. Or probably you pack up your lunch and or your breakfast and your sandwiches, and you and your wife are having it on the road. So these are ways and means to cope with this, and you do it in your own sweet way. What about organizations? Why do organizations use this attendance system and ask you to come on time? Organizations have their own ways and means of controlling things. From the good old register that you once upon a time had, to the manual punching machine to the swiping machine, electronic swiping machine, to finger thumb impression systems, or the iris scan systems, or the app based attendance system. Ways and means have been worked out by organizations to control your timings. And this is nothing but an evolution. The systems are nothing but an evolution of the technology. But what about the idea? The idea is to ensure that your attendance is marked and you are in on time. Now, as technology improves and advances, people have also reacted to this. For example, I have faced situations when somebody comes up and says, "Sir, your attendance system is running 5 minutes early. Actually, I was on time. My watch says 9:30, but your system says 9:32. And then right in the morning, there is a conflict between me and the employee concerned about 2 minutes or 1 minute. I say I go by my timings. They say no, you are late. Your time is fast. So these are issues that as an HR professional I have faced all throughout my life in my 30 years of work experience, and I'm sure that others also face. So let's leave this aside. Organizations have also tried to be flexible and adjust to these kind of situations. For example, some organizations have a policy of 5 minutes of late coming. Some organizations have implemented the flexi timing policy. Some organizations have given, 3 days of late is acceptable. Beyond that, you lose half a day's leave, and so on and so forth. So, but what are these things? These are basically things to ensure that there is less of conflict, and you know your outer limits, and you fall in line with the attendance system. Okay, now coming to the core issue, why are organizations so rigid about attendance and timings? Have you ever thought of that? Probably you think you are unimportant. It doesn't matter to you if you are 5 minutes late or 10 minutes late. It hardly matters. But then, why do organizations are so particular about timings, about you being there on time? Imagine your organization to be a huge wheel. It's a huge wheel which runs continuously 24 hours, 365 days, years after year. It was there before you, it will be there after you, and it will continue forever. Now, what are you in this organization? You are a cog, and there are many cogs. Some organizations have 100 cogs, and some organizations have 500 cogs. There are organizations that have 5,000 cogs. And each cog needs to work in a synchronized manner. It's only then and then that the wheel runs smoothly. If one cog thinks that it doesn't matter whether I am there or not there, then it has an impact on the speed of the wheel. Understand? So you are important to the organization. Why are you important to the organization? There are people waiting for you. If you are a customer relations executive, your customer is waiting for you. If you are an accounts executive, probably your boss is waiting for some data. If you are a HR executive, the whole work starts early in the morning. And if you as an HR executive are absent, what to say of others? So, in MNCs, what happens? If you are a Japanese company, your counterpart would be there in office 3.5 hours ahead of you. If you are an Australian company, your colleague would be in Australia 5.5 hours ahead of you. And they probably would be waiting for you for information, for data, for clarifications, or numerous other things. So, you are important. This is my first, most but what should I say? Uh, a important slogan that I would like to pass on to you, that you are important to the organization. You are that one cog that means a lot to the organization. Probably you have never been told that. But then you have been told in various other ways, like controlling you and asking you to come on time, be on your seat at the start of the working hours, and so on and so forth. Why? Why am I asked to sit on my seat at 9:30? Because I know, or I should realize that I am important. Somebody might need me at 9:30. That's why I have to be there. Probably nobody told you this. HR will say it's a rule that you have to be at on your seat at 9:30. But why? One more point I forgot to tell you. I told you that organizations may use this as a control measure to ensure that you are there on time. Attendance has got further ramifications. Probably you have never been told that. It comes up, it pops its head or its ugly face during appraisals. There are organizations that dig into your attendance systems, attendance records. If you are a habitual latecomer, then your appraisers have a point. They say, he's a habitual latecomer. One notch down. So, this is one thing. Secondly, if you are a nuisance to the organization or you are perceived to be a nuisance to the organization, your bosses or your management can use your late comings as a tool to trouble you. They can give you an issue, issue him a warning letter. Tell him that we have been observing that you are a habitual latecomer and you are warned not to be, or you are warned to be on time every day. That creates a lot of trouble within you. So it is just not that it's a control measure for you to come on time. There are wider ramifications. So please understand. Nobody wants to reach office late. No organization wants to punish you. No organization wants to punish you. But I told you that you are that one small cog in that huge wheel. And if that cog is late, if that cog is broken, it affects the speed of the wheel. I'll come back to you with more observations later on in my next video. Thank you. If you have liked this, please subscribe to my channel and click the notification bell.